Hola familia and friends, here I am again. Today's dish for dinner for my family and friends is mole, chicken mole. Today I'm going to be using Dona Maria, traditional mole that's used Tex-Mex style. And of course it's more like Sanchez style because that's how I'm going to make it. Gonna be using my favorite, the Knorr caldo de pollo. I'm sorry, but I pronounce it Knorr, whatever. I know it says Knorr, Knorr, whatever. So here we go. Got some sal, salt. I got a quarter of an onion and a couple cloves of garlic. I already preheated my water. So I'm going to get my chicken boiling so I can use that chicken broth. This is a very simple dish, quick and easy, affordable, and delicious. This is one of my favorite dishes. So I hope you like, and I hope you try it, and just let me know. Alright, here I go. Okay, I already added my chicken in there. I got about, say, 4 drumsticks and like 3 quarter legs in there. I think that's plenty for the family for dinner. Yeah, I need my 2 hands for this so I can make sure that I wash my hands after touching that chicken. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and add that onion and throw those couple cloves of garlic. And remember, the chicken broth is what's going to make the mole, so you want to make sure you season it good. So I'm going to use the tablespoon of my Knorr caldo de pollo, and I'm going to go about a teaspoon of salt. Okay, bring that up to a boil for about 20-25 minutes till the chicken's done. And then we can start melting down the mole. Alright. Okay, back to the mole. I'm ready to start melting the mole down with chicken broth. I'm going to be using the whole little jar plus most of my chicken broth that's already done. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to melt it into my saucepan. Add some chicken broth, put it up to medium heat, and mix it all up. Okay, I already took everything out of the jar, as you can see. So what I'm going to do now is put it up on medium heat. I'm going to let this melt, mix it up with the chicken broth. So what I do, I usually just use a strainer, so I won't be getting the chunks off the chicken. So let me start putting the chicken broth in there. We use about maybe 3 cups worth, hopefully. Okay. So now just bring it up to medium heat and let those big chunks melt into the chicken broth. It'll thicken up the sauce as you cook it. I'm still fighting with this thick mole paste, so I brought out the whisk, and the medium heat's starting to get nice and hot and melt in there, as you can see. Gotta make sure there's no big chunks in there of the mole. I can smell it now. It smells good. So once you melt away most of the mole, those big chunks, Then it's gonna be ready to serve. So I'm gonna transfer it into my bigger pot where I'm gonna put the chicken and the mole together. And let it simmer for another 5-10 minutes and it's gonna be done. Okay, so now my mole is nice and thick. There's no more big chunks of that mole sauce in there. So now I'm going to transfer it to my bigger pot where I'm going to put the chicken and the mole together. And just remember, this mole cup glass turns into a drinking glass. We used to collect these as a kid, and it's a good souvenir and great tasting mole. Okay, so let me put it all together and it'll be done. Okay, so now I got my mole sauce in the simmering in the other pot. I'm gonna transfer my chicken over. And then I'm gonna let that simmer for a little while. For about 10-15 minutes and it's gonna be ready to serve. Whoa, that looks good. So now I transfer the chicken over. I'm letting it simmer for 5-10 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and cover it up. And my rice and my mole will be done in 10 minutes.